How's it going, everyone? Bainey here. In this quick video, very quick video, I'm going to show you some of the statistics I look at when I'm determining what ads are doing, whether they're going good or whether they're going bad. So let's just jump straight into it, and I'll show you one of the ad accounts I've recently just opened and started running ads on. So as you can see, there's not much data here yet. I've only spent $36 in the last couple of days. But that's fine. I've got plenty of data to show you whether the ads are performing well or not. So the first statistic I want to look at, see, I'm running a conversion ad and I'm optimizing for a page view, which is like the basic, start off thing that you would optimize for. So the first statistic I would look at to see whether my ads are going any good is CTR all. And what CTR all is pretty much the picture plus the 3 or 4 lines I think they give you now on Facebook, and that's going to tell you whether that's performing well or not. This is where you start at testing this sort of stuff. So if your CTR all is below 5%, which these are, that means either your picture needs changing or the thumbnail on your video needs changing, or the 3 or 4 sentences above the little see more button on your ad need changing. That's the only things you need to change to get that CTR all above 5%. So 5% is the average on Facebook. So anything below that is just not really cutting it. And what that 5% is, it means out of 100 people, 5% of people are stopping and paying attention to it. So obviously, the more higher that number, the more people are paying attention to your ad, and the better your ad's going to go, right? So if that's below 5, change out the picture, change out the thumbnail on the video, and the 3 or 4 sentences above until you get that above 5%. So now that's done, the next one I look at is CTR link click through rate. And what that means is it's the link in your video, obviously, and you want that about 25% of whatever your CTR all is. So let's say, for instance, your CTR all is 10. You want your link click through rate to be 2.5. So the link click through rate's actually performing pretty well on these videos. So I won't have to change too much there, but I know people are clicking the link, but I know not enough people are stopping and paying attention to it. So if I can double these CTR alls, that means I can double the amount of people paying attention to my ad, and all things being equal, that means I should double the amount of clicks coming from my ad onto my website, stuff like that. So CTR link click through rate. So if that's below 25%, what you need to do is you need to change the story in your ad, whatever it is. Once people hit that see more button, whatever is below that, all the way to your link, there's something wrong in there. So that's something you need to swap out if that's below 25% of your CTR all. The next statistic I look at is these. You get your link clicks and all that sort of stuff, cost per link click. That's going to change depending on the product you're running and how much you can spend per link click. So I'm not going to go over that. These are all custom conversions. I'll make a video about custom conversions in a later video. They're just not relevant here today. Another good statistic I look at is frequency. It only really matters when you're running smaller type audiences. So this is a sort of small audience. I think it's about 150,000. So the frequency is 1.2. If that gets up to around 1.7, 1.8, what that means is the same people are starting to see your ads over and over again, and you're essentially wasting money showing your ad to the same people twice, maybe 3 times, which, depending on your product, it might not be a bad thing, because sometimes people need a few exposures to your product to want to buy it or whatever it is, depending on your product. But just keep an eye on that. If it's like 2 or 3%, then you need to make the audience size bigger, or just change out your ad, change out the picture, change out the video, and then so it's like a whole new ad, so that the same people are just seeing a different version of your ad, and that's fine. CPMs, which is cost per thousands, which is how much Facebook charges you to show your ad to 1,000 people. So depending on which country you're in and what audience you're targeting, that's going to vary, and what ads you're using. So these are conversion ads. So $16 for one ad to reach 1,000 people. It isn't too bad for a conversion ad, to be honest. $25 is a bit high. So I only just started running this one today. So see, depending on how it goes the next couple of days, I'll probably switch this one out. But 16 is not too bad. On an engagement ad or a video view ad, you could more expect $7 to $8 per cost per thousands, and depending if your ad's really good and it gets lots of views, then that number comes down. So it just depends on your ad itself. But if that's very high, that's a good indication. Like if that's for a conversion, if it's like around $40 or $50, $60, it's a pretty good giveaway that your ad's just not performing well, because Facebook is charging you more to show it to more people because people aren't interested in it, or the people in your audience aren't interested in it. So you can just change out the audience and swap a few things out there. When it comes to everything else, it all depends on the product you're running. So just keep in mind that, you got your return on ad spend. That's a pretty obvious one. Whatever you spend on ads, it's going to come back. But, that's a pretty obvious one. Video watch time. Keep it in mind, the video watch time on the average video watch time on Facebook is, I think it's 5 seconds. So if you're doing above 5 seconds, you're doing, it might not seem like long, like 5 seconds, but think how quick you'll scroll past the video if you're not interested. So if you're doing more than 5 seconds, these are conversion ads, so they're not really designed for people to watch them. If you're going to get a video view ad, you'll get a lot better view time, and you'll get people watching all the way to the end a lot more. So just depending on your ad you're watching, but the ones I look at, just when like bottom level ads just getting started, you want to know whether they're performing well or not. CTR all and CTR link click through rate, and then look at how much Facebook's charging. If they're overcharging you, it's because your ad's probably not very good. So keep those in mind. I need to swap these out in the next couple of days. If I can double the amount of people stopping on my ads, it will double the amount. If I can double this, it will double this amount of clicks here. So that's how it works. So very important, if you're just first starting getting ads and you want to know whether they're performing well or what to change, start with these very, very simple statistics. And once you get up into custom conversions and all stuff like that, feel free to reach out or comment below, and I'll be making videos over the next couple of weeks on custom conversions. So stay tuned for those. If you like this video, guys, give it a thumbs up, hit the subscribe button, and let me know what you think. Thanks, guys.